I used to be fat. I used to play video games, eat instant ramen, and watch Netflix. But then, I got a reality check. Fast forward 3 years, I transformed my entire life. I began to play soccer, eat healthier, hit the gym more, improve my looks, and improve my mindset. So in today's video, I want to teach you how I did it. So before I start, I'm going to take you back all the way to where it began. And it was 2020 quarantine COVID time. So around this time, it was COVID, as all of you guys know. It was a very vivid time in everybody's lives that we all remember. COVID was crazy, all right? Everybody's lives kind of just freaking changed like this. Everybody's lives just became a little bit worse, you know what I'm saying? So during COVID, that is when I began to gain some weight. Now, the reason why I began to gain weight during COVID is because, well, you know, I was basically inside all day. You couldn't go outside because people were like, you're gonna catch the virus or you're gonna contaminate people, 6 feet apart, right? Like, you know, everybody was basically traumatized about COVID, right? And basically during COVID, like, you know, because we were inside all day and you had a lot of free time, well, you know, when a teenager has free time, you already know what's gonna happen, right? A young teenager having free time, you already know that he's gonna either go into some bad habits or go and just waste his freaking life and waste his time. So that is exactly what I did, right? I was 11, 12 years old and I had a lot of free time. And so in my mind, what better thing to do than to just binge eat and play video games all day, right? During quarantine, I would play this game called Free Fire. It was like this battle royale game, right? It's like a very Hispanic game, but I basically would play it a lot. I literally spent money on that game, which I regret, but I literally like played that game like basically every day. I literally had 8 hours screen time on my iPad, which is really, really bad. So I would literally play Free Fire all day, and then I would also just eat a bunch of junk food. I would eat like Frosted Flakes. I would eat those little Fruit Loops or whatever it is. I would eat hot Cheetos and nacho cheese. I would eat the most disgusting thing ever. I don't even know why I would eat these things, but binge eating, like I was saying, binge eating. During quarantine, I binge ate a lot of food because, like, you know, binge eat, right? I was bored and I was like, oh, well, what better thing to do than to just eat some junk food, right? So during quarantine, I would play a lot of video games and I would eat a lot of junk food, and I would also watch a lot of Netflix. Now, on Netflix, I would watch The Flash a lot, right? Barry Allen, I would watch that show literally every day. I would literally just binge watch it again, and I would just do all that, right? I would just do all the bad habits. And the reason why I was doing these bad habits is because I had a lot of free time, right? It was quarantine, everybody had a lot of free time, and well, some people actually spent their time properly. I didn't, right? I was 11, 12, I didn't know any better. So I was just doing the things that gave me the most dopamine, right? And it was junk food and video games and Netflix, right? So because I was getting into all the bad habits, eventually I began to gain some weight, right? I began to gain some weight, I looked chubbier, and I felt lazier, I felt more tired, I had not that much energy, my testosterone was not high, and well, also during COVID, because barbershops were closed off, like you couldn't get a haircut, right? So my aunt, she was like, oh, I can give you a haircut. And well, my aunt basically gave me a haircut. She gave me like this bald side and just like a side part. And well, because she gave me the haircut, like because I had that haircut and because I was fat and because I was just playing video games with my friends and just all night playing with my friends and just eating junk food, my uncle actually made a comment about me. He told my mom, he was like, you know, your son looks a little gay. When he said that, I was like, what the hell is wrong with him, bro? First of all, I'm straight, I like girls, but do I really look gay? And that really shocked me because I never got that before in my life. Someone calling me gay, and when he said that, I was like, damn, what the heck is wrong with, like, what makes him assume that I am gay, right? And well, I asked my sister about it, and she was like, dude, it's because your hair, because you play a lot of video games with your friends and they assume that you're gay. And I was like, what the hell? Like, no, I'm straight. I like girls, bro. What the hell is wrong with you guys, right? So when they said that, that was kind of like a moment where I was like, okay, I really need to change my life around. The second thing that happened also during quarantine was my mom gave me these pair of jeans, right? And she was like, oh, here, put them on, right? So I ended up going into my room. I go in the mirror. I put them on. As I'm putting them on, I put on the little the button to like zip up my pants. As I'm doing that, it's not fitting. Like I try really hard to like make sure the button like clips on, and as I'm doing it, I'm like sucking in my stomach. I'm like, and it just wouldn't go in. It wouldn't like plug in, and I was just like damn, bro, what the hell? Like, you know, I told my mom, and I was like, Mom, like it doesn't fit me. I'm a little too chubby, right? And she was like, oh well, okay, then just give them back to me, right? But maybe my mom just thought, oh, it wasn't my size. But for me, when I realized that those jeans that didn't fit me, that's when I was like, damn, bro, I'm like a little fat. Like these jeans that usually fit me don't fit me right now. Like why? And I was super confused. And I like had the jeans on and they were unbuttoned, and I just looked at myself in the mirror and I was like damn, bro, I'm a little fat. Like how am I gonna lose weight? I don't even know where to start. I don't follow any sort of nutrition plan. I don't follow any fitness influencer. I don't have anybody guiding me. I don't know what to do. I don't know what the hell to do. So in that moment, I just stood there and I was just like, what am I gonna do with my life? Like, how am I gonna lose weight? Like, I have no plan. Who's gonna teach me? I don't want to leave behind all these habits that I'm doing right now. I love watching Netflix. I love like eating junk food. And in that moment, that is where everything changed for me. That is where I was like, okay, I gotta make a difference. I gotta change, right? So that was my turning point. That was where I was like, okay, I need to make a difference in my life right now. And if I don't, then I'm gonna be fat forever and I'm gonna be obese when I'm 20, right? So that was the moment that I was like, okay, something needs to change. And well, something did change. Right? What ended up happening was I ended up getting into this like huge self-improvement like journey, right? So I ended up learning about self-improvement, fitness, nutrition. I began to play soccer a lot. I fell in love with the sport. I began to get into more nutrition, right? Because on my For You page, there was always like on TikTok, there was always some sort of like video saying, oh, this food will help you with your bloating, or this food will help you get better, clear skin. And well, I was like, you know, oh wow, it's very interesting. Let me just get into that. So I did get into it. I searched it up. I learned more about it. And well, from there, I began to learn more about nutrition, fitness, soccer, because I fell in love with it. And well, eventually I began to, you know, lose weight. But now I want to tell you like exactly what I did so I can lose weight, right? I already told you like what made me want to like transform my entire life. Now I'm going to tell you like what are the things that I did exactly that helped me lose weight, right? What helped me to go from a super chubby kid who people thought was gay to now a good looking guy, a handsome guy who takes care of himself, pretty fit, you know, been going to the gym pretty consistently, pretty fit, good mindset, does a lot of good habits, meditate, journals, reads the Bible, gets respect from both sexes, like male and female, right? People respect me more now that, you know, I obviously improved my entire life, right? I feel better myself, honestly. When you look good and you take care of your health and everything, your mindset, you feel good about yourself, and others see that and they respect that, right? So let me tell you exactly what I did. So the first thing I did, right? The first thing that I did, right? What I'm gonna tell you, most people don't tell you this, right? Most people give you different pieces of advice, right? My weight loss journey is very unique compared to other people's weight loss journey, right? Like for me, like it's very different, right? Most people, their weight loss journey is, oh yeah, I began to hit the Stairmaster, I began to run more, cardio, less carbs, I began to eat more vegetables, I began to do this and that, right? Which is of course good, right? But my weight loss journey was so different, right? The advice that I'm gonna give you is very unique advice that like most people like won't tell you, because it's just my advice is unique on how I lost weight, right? The way I lost weight is very unique, and it's like not most people don't do it, or most people don't tell you to do this, because it's just how I lost weight, right? So I'm just gonna tell you guys how I lost weight and like what I did, right? All right, so like my advice is very unique, because it's just like most people when they're losing weight, they go through a different journey, right? They go through a different path, right? My journey was very unique and it was very different. So I'm gonna tell you guys right now like exactly like how I lost weight, and like what I had to do to like lose that weight, like what I had to research, what I had to go through, the pain, the criticism, and everything. So the first thing that I did that helped me really lose weight was, I know this is gonna be kind of shocking, but I just played sports, right? I just played sports. Like I told you previously before that I fell in love with soccer, and I really did. Right during quarantine, I began to like play soccer more, and dude, I kid you not, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the idea of just like dribbling, shooting, scoring, headering the ball, right, doing cool skill moves. Like I fell in love with that. And when you fall in love with something, you're gonna do that thing every single day, right? It's like when you have a girlfriend and like you guys are just recently dating and you just want to see her every day. You want to spend all the time with her. You want to call her, text her, etc. That's how I felt with soccer, right? Like I wanted to play every single day. Like I wanted to just dribble. I wanted to watch videos on the TV of like Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar, right? Like Joga Bonito. Like I just wanted to play every day. So because I fell in love with soccer, dude, I was playing it every single day, right? I would go outside, I would dribble, shoot, I would have fun, and I would sweat a lot when I was playing soccer, right? So I was just playing every single day. And then I was also running a lot because he's a marathon runner. My dad, he's run like multiple marathons, right? He would also tell me, he was like, son, like I want you to go on runs. I want you to go to run 3 miles, 2 miles, 1 mile. I want you to run consistently. And because my dad was telling me that, I obviously ran. So if you put two and two together, soccer and running, you can obviously tell that I lost a good amount of weight because I was sweating a lot. I was getting very active physically. I was getting super active, right? So like me playing soccer a lot, playing it every single day, sweating and just playing, and then also running, because my dad would tell me to run. Those two things already alone just helped me lose a lot of weight, right? And honestly, I didn't even like know I was losing weight, right? Because I didn't even think about losing weight. I just kind of started playing soccer because I loved it. I was just running because I knew it was good for me, right? And dude, eventually, the more I started doing these things, right? Like I was doing these things for like 3 months, like consistently every single day, and I still do it now. But dude, I just began to see like massive results. Like for some reason, I began to get skinnier. Like I saw myself in the mirror, and I was like, oh damn, like I'm skinnier now, right? I look way skinnier. Even my mom noticed. She was like, wow, you look so much skinnier. Like you used to be like chubby, and now you're way skinnier. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I don't know. I just play a lot of soccer, and I guess it helped out, right? And it's just like that's what helped me lose weight, right? Was playing a lot of soccer, playing sports. Now maybe you don't like soccer, but maybe you like some other sport. Maybe you like playing baseball or basketball or football or tennis, right? Or pickleball, whatever it is. Maybe you like playing those sports. And if you do like playing those sports, I would highly recommend you just play those sports every day if you can, right? Because like playing sports is one of the best ways to like lose weight in a fun way, right? Like I'm not gonna lie to you, go on the treadmill, Stairmaster, like all that it's good for your losing weight, but it gets kind of boring, right? For me, like I lost weight doing something I loved and had so much fun doing, and I didn't even notice that I was losing weight because I was having so much fun, right? So that was the best part. So yeah, for me, it was playing sports, soccer, and running that really helped me lose weight. And I didn't even notice, right? Because I was just so focused on playing soccer that I just lost weight, right? So, and also the second thing that helped me lose weight, right, was getting into nutrition, right? So as you guys know, before, during quarantine, I wasn't a big nutrition guy, right? I didn't even care about nutrition. I would just eat junk food and hot Cheetos and Takis, and I would eat cereal, and I would eat Coke and all the junk food, right? I would eat all that, and I didn't even care about what I ate. But once I began to play soccer more and running, I began to realize, oh shoot, I need to eat healthier, because if I want to perform better and play better, I gotta eat healthy foods, right? So as I play more soccer, I began to get more into nutrition. So I began to search up on like TikTok and Google. I was like searching up, okay, like what are some good foods for athletes, or what are some good foods before a game, or what are some good foods to eat after a soccer training, right? And I would just search those things up. And the more I searched them up, the more I like learned, the more I applied, and the more I learned from different people giving advice. And the more I learned, the more I actually really enjoyed like learning about like nutrition and what to actually eat. And it became super fun. It became super fun knowing that like, damn, like, I didn't know coconut water can help me like feel more hydrated, and it can help me like develop my face, right? So like just learning more about nutrition, searching it up more was super fun, and I actually really enjoyed it. So that honestly is what helped me also in my weight loss journey, is getting into nutrition, right? Like yes, playing soccer is important, but nutrition also plays a significant factor in your weight loss journey, because if you're eating horrible foods and also working out, you're not gonna see a difference at all, right? So getting into nutrition really, really helped me like lose weight, right? And then the last thing that I'm going to give you that really helped me began to lose weight and began to help me like, improve my looks and help me improve in my just self-improving journey was getting into skincare, right? I know that's kind of like random, like what skincare? What does skincare have to do with like weight loss? But let me tell you. So during middle school, I began to get more into like improve my looks, right? And the reason why I wanted to improve my looks was because I wanted to attract more girls, right? Like I'm being honest with you guys. I'm not lying to you guys. So during middle school, I wanted to attract more girls, and well, the best thing you can do to attract girls, right, is to improve your looks, right? So that is what I began to do. So I literally began to go on Google and TikTok, and I began to just search up like, oh, how do I improve my skin? How do I improve my hair? How do I improve my like jaw or my eyebrows or my eyelashes, whatever it is, right? Or how do I improve my eye area, right? Like I began to research that a lot, and the more I researched, the more I learned from different creators, and the more I just got like so like interested in like learning how to improve my looks. And well, the more I researched and applied, the more like I just really enjoyed this idea of just leveling up and improving, right? So, the more I learned about like how to improve your looks, how to get better hair or skin, right? The more I began to just level up, and the more I began to just enjoy like improving myself, right? And because I enjoyed improving myself, that led me to discover like self-improvement, and that helped me like so much in my life, right? Like just me wanting to improve my looks for girls overall helped me go down a right path, right? I went down the self-improvement path, and honestly, I do not regret going down this path because this path has helped me so much in my life, right? So getting into skincare really helped me in improving my looks and self-esteem, and it helped me get into self-improvement, right? So yeah, getting into skincare was honestly one of the best things ever. I'm really big on skincare, right? Like me, I love having clear skin. If my skin isn't clear, if I have like a little like pimple, whatever, I get immediately really annoyed, and I'm like, dude, I need to like fix this, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm like just a little stupid, but I love like having clear skin. I love the skincare products and whatnot. Right now, I just use Beef Tallow, but before I used to like go crazy, like vitamin C, toner, Korean skincare, and everything. But now I just kind of like I'm very chill on it, just Beef Tallow. But yeah, so those are the three things that I did that helped me not just lose weight, but improve my looks and my self-esteem and start my self-improvement journey. So yeah, I hope that after you guys finish watching this video, you guys immediately start applying what I just taught you guys, because I promise you, the only way you'll get a lot out of this video if you just take everything I just taught you guys and apply it. Okay, so that's the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys made it this far, thank you so much. You don't know how much it means to me when you guys watch the full video. It's honestly amazing. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys really take in what I taught you guys, because it took me like 6 years to really learn what I'm telling you guys right now, right? It took me 6 years to come to the conclusion and say, this is what helped me lose weight, and this is what did not help me lose weight, right? So I really hope that after you guys finish watching this video, you guys really take in everything I just taught you guys and really apply it into your lives. Because I promise you, if you apply what I taught you today, you are gonna see massive results. If you just stay consistent and stay focused and just follow what I just told you guys, okay? Because it helped me out, right? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Me losing weight, me improving my looks really helped me get more girls, right? It really did. Like more girls respected me, more girls like spoke to me more, and I got more confidence when it came to talking to girls, right? Like my younger self, I really wanted to attract girls, right? So that's why I would do all these like crazy things, right? Skincare, improve my hair, fitness. I would read like seduction books and etc., right? So I promise you, if you do everything I just told you right now, you are gonna get more attention from girls if you just stay consistent and continue to improve yourself. All right. So that's the video. Thank you so much for watching, and like and subscribe for more. And as always, I believe in you, but God believes you more. I will see you guys in the next one. God bless.